Hi there, in this next video we are going to look at mismatch file search. So in previous videos we set up our case, we added a device, we looked at the deleted files to see if there was anything that the suspect was trying to remove from the device that we were scanning or the evidence that we're looking at. But there's other ways of storing files or misnaming files in a way that can be hidden from people who don't normally know how file types work. So for example, if you want to hide an image file, you might call it a text file. And so if someone who was snooping on your computer tried to open the text file, it would cause an error or it would display weird characters because it's really a picture file. And this, you can do this with any type of file or folder really. So if we go to mismatch file search, what OSForensics is going to do is it's going to look at the first few bytes of a file, the header of a file, where it identifies what that file type is. And if it doesn't match up with the expected header sort of bytes at the very start, then it's going to say it's a mismatch file. And again, we need a little bit of config here. So we can set the range of dates that we're wanting to search for. We can look for all mismatched. We're just going to take the defaults this time around. You can also set the size as well if you want to. We're going to keep the default plugin. We're going to make sure that our start folder is not the C drive, or you're going to get all the mismatched files on my hard drive. But if you click on the three dots, you can see that the devices in the case are displayed, and we've got the Hello Kitty device there. So now that's our start folder. We can hit search. And straight away you're going to see a couple of files come up. You should see roughly the same ones. You might see more, you shouldn't see less. And again, remember, just like with deleted files, as you are adding your files to the case, and look at that little case icon on the top right of that line there, you can do the same thing. So anything that you think might be useful, you can right click, you can add to case like that. But you might want to look at the files this time round. So the mismatch file search, it says it's a JPEG, or it's saved as a JPEG, but it actually thinks it's just ASCII text. In fact, it thinks all three of these are just ASCII text. So if I right click on it and view with internal viewer, you can see that it's an unsupported file format. So it doesn't have the same bytes at the start that a JPEG image file might have. You can go into the hex string viewer if you want to see the first few bytes. I can just make that slightly bigger and show you. Okay, but that looks like text. So we'll go to text viewer, and yes, it's a list of banned sports drugs. Okay, so that's quite good for our case. We can get more information about it as well if we want to, but we're probably going to add that to our case. Okay, so contains list of banned sports drugs. And we'll add that to our case file. You can see the little case appears on the right when you've added it, which is handy if you keep on going backwards and forwards between the options, or if you pick up the same file in a different search later on. So we've now gone through deleted file search and this video, mismatch file search. In the final video, I'm going to show you how to create an index of your device or devices and then search that index and try and categorize the different files that it finds.